Hi Pisces, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, I am Nicole and welcome to our channel here. Alright Pisces, I'm a little late getting your April video out, but this is going to be it for you. So this will be April 2023 for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus cross watchers. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, always, both sides of it, always discern the messages accordingly. I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you that have subscribed, liked, shared, commented, viewed the channel. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm so thankful for that. And it helps to, when you subscribe and you like and comment and share and all that good stuff, it helps to get the messages out to everybody else that needs to hear them as well. So thank you for that. If you guys are interested in personal readings, that information is found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. So with that being said, let's get started. Pisces, I was meditating a little bit before I started the camera, the recording, the video, whatever. I can't talk this morning or formulate a sentence. But it's very interesting. Spirit was saying about you guys stepping outside of your emotional energy, that with heaven's help and guidance, you are going to be fine. So whatever challenges you may be facing at this time, pay attention to that energy, that you are being guided. I also got a very strong image of the third eye. So pay attention that you're seeing things not just in the world around you, but you're really honing in on messages that are coming in. So you may be in a very intuitive space right now. So be aware of what is coming in for you. If you're seeing, and they're saying right now, to your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. If you're driving and you have like this thought or this visionary type of energy, pay attention to what it's telling you at this time. I mean, you should always be paying attention to it regardless, but there's something very very, I don't want to say heavy, but it's coming in very heavily to you. So be aware of that, and then pay attention to what that means to you, especially the feeling that you get associated with it. The feeling, we're meant to feel. So make sure you're stepping into that feeling and embracing it and understanding what it means for you. I don't feel like I need to say don't overthink it, but I'm going to say that in general because as humans, we tend to get into that overthinking space, right? So just be aware of that. Okay, I don't think you're going to. It's almost more of a dreamy kind of state that you're in, but ground yourself in the reality of what is around you, but yet be aware of what's beyond you too, with that third eye. So with that message, let's see what comes up in the cards. All right, Pisces, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sorry that this is late getting out, but I also believe that divine timing is always at play. So there's a reason you guys were last to get done here, and then I might get a full moon video out. We'll see if time allows for that. So Pisces for 2023, April 2023, moderation. Spirit is also saying don't put it into overdrive right now either. So it's, and I've said this for the other videos as well, feeling the need to repeat this with you guys too, is that it's right now as we're getting ready to move into Mercury retrograde. I think it's the 21st of this month. Reevaluate. It's kind of like a time to be still, to pay attention. Yes, make forward progress. Yes, make forward movement, but also don't get carried away with that. And they're also saying you need to drink more water. We all as humans need to drink more water. So that's a pretty blanket statement there, but I'm going to go with that because that's what they gave me. So be aware of that. And it's also learning how to play well with others. You may feel like you need to retract your energy, pulling back with that space card. In moderation, you may not be feeling, even though the weather is getting nicer and we're tending to want to get out more, don't go into all systems a go. You may feel the need to retract your energy, and I'm going to say this: if you feel the need to pull back a little bit for your own mental health, is what they're saying, then do that. But also don't cut yourself off from being out in the world as well. So it's kind of like trying to find that balance of home, work, home, play, that kind of thing right there. For Pisces, April 2023, please, Spirit. Fragments. I feel like you're in a space right now that you don't want to be seen. They're also saying mistakes of the past may have put you in a space where you're trying to kind of close off from a particular person, is what's coming through alchemy. Because I don't, again, playing well with others, right? That alchemy, being able to integrate all of those different things, alchemize that. It's like playing chemist, does it always say when the alchemy card comes out. But it's kind of like learning your boundaries as well, learning when to say no and stop. And that's really what I'm getting with that alchemy, is like, hold on a second here. And two of these cards, they both have their hands up. Like, hold on a minute, pause. But I also feel like this is a method of you trying to shield yourself. Look at this hair, oh my God. Trying to shield yourself somehow. You guys get me in my purest form. Like, there is no fluff here. This is me, hot mess 24/7. But anyhow, but it's like you're trying to kind of like hide, kind of peeking out, peering out into a particular situation, trying to decide if it's something you want, where you want to go to, something you want to invest your energy in. But I'm also going to say that I feel like you also had to take a step back from something in particular. And with that step back, it's kind of like, I don't even want to be seen. So pay attention to your words right now too, is we have this Libra full moon, communication. What are you saying? How are you acting? I almost want to say it's like you may not be happy or proud of something that you said, or maybe this is somebody else that has stepped back from you and you're not real sure why. I feel like it is because of something that was said or something that was done that's kind of like, oh shit, you know, I shouldn't have said, I shouldn't have done. Maybe feeling a little bit embarrassed, a little bit, you know, pushed back by the situation, trying to decide. It's just like you want to hide away, whether it's you or a person you're dealing with, but it's like the need to hide away and not knowing how to pull a situation back together. It may have come in spirit is saying hot and heavy for a minute. So this could be love. This could be various things, right? Where it was all systems a go. It was go, 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 go. And what was very, it could have been very pushy energy. I don't know that you meant it in a, if this was you, I don't know that you meant it in a off-kiltered kind of way, but in the same sense, it may have come across that way and someone may have taken it the wrong way. So it's kind of like a pause and reflect of how to balance this out at the end of the day, okay? So let's go into the tarot and see what comes up. All right, Pisces. I feel like there's a need, there's a want for communication, but make sure that it's not just straight emotional communication, that it's making sense as well. Death and rebirth in the reverse for Pisces, please, Spirit, for Pisces. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Lovers on the bottom. So Gemini energy, Scorpio energy there. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. Let's see. It's not letting something go. Okay, my Seven of Wands, my boundaries card. I feel like you're putting restrictions on whatever it is that you desire to have in your life at this current time, and that death and rebirth is not letting something go, not letting something transform. You may have been trying to exert some control over a situation as well, and maybe still trying, and that maybe that needs release, and that moderation is just to kind of back off and just breathe. Present energy, that Seven of Wands in reverse in the Star, to me it's about admitting boundaries, but I feel like when I see that Seven of Wands in reverse, to me with that boundaries, it's also very much like you're stopping yourself, you're cutting yourself off from your own wish fulfillment through that as well. Ace of Cups, you know, again, trying to nurture, trying to balance out. I usually don't take that many, but I will. Four of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Wands, the Hierophant, something higher calling, higher spiritual. Ace of Cups still on the bottom. That Four of Cups in reverse to me can be various things. It's like, I think sometimes with that card, it's kind of like your ideas are getting flipped upside down, because to me that card can create a state of confusion and illusion. I see these cards so differently, I think, than most do, but it's just how I interpret them. That Six of Wands, the Hierophant, I feel like you're being pushed into something somehow that is going to pull you out of that state of that illusionary energy. Like, I feel like it's like all or nothing for you, but in order to get to that all or nothing kind of energy, you're gonna have to open yourself up to something more, something that is going to be more fruitful, something that is reaching for your attention. And I'm going to say with that Hierophant too, it is a more, the cat is clawing at the door, sorry, is going to be more of an awakening kind of state for you that's trying to get you to settle your energy in, or settle it down, and then open yourself up. So it's kind of like you're going from this feeling of lack to something that can be very fruitful with a lot of potential. And to me, that Hierophant, again, you may be dealing with a Taurus, is also about learning how to just be, to allow yourself to open up to something that you cannot see. And I talked about that third eye earlier, which came through in the meditation, is to allow yourself to have this inner knowing, but it's almost like you're doubting your ability to Spirit is saying co-create. So I'm gonna dive into this, and we're gonna see what this exactly means for you guys. Okay. All right. This death and rebirth in the reverse, Spirit, for Pisces. Let's go. 10 of Pentacles, the Sun. Spirit is saying you can't always have it on your terms. You can't always have it your way. So again, I don't feel like there's ill intentions to this. It's just 6 of Swords, the needing to move on from whatever this was. You can't always do it on your terms. You know, in order to co-create, to collaborate with others, to find that moderation, there may be a need for a lot of compromise. You know, it's almost like you're trying to build up to work towards something. Again, that 4 of Cups in reverse one more time, with the Mother of Cups. You may feel like somebody also retracted their emotional energy from you at this time too. It's kind of like you were, what you thought was putting in the work, building up to this, lacking that emotionality, really changed the direction in which you were heading. And it's like, I almost feel like in the past, like that death and rebirth, you know, if you're going at something over and over again and you're getting the same result, and I know I've said this before in some of these videos, but sometimes it apparently bears repeating, you're not letting go of the disappointments of situations from the past. And I feel like that is coming up in the future. And this can be where, when it feels good, you're taking a strong emotional reaction. Again, all systems a go. But then whenever you're getting shut down somehow, or you feel like you've been shut down by something or somebody else, it really takes you into this whole mental, I'm going to call it like a mental prison, where you cannot function. In a sense, where it's like, I'm just going to shut down, and I'm going to retreat and reprieve, and I don't want to be seen or felt or known. So that's really, it's almost like getting caught up, getting stuck in your own process as well. So pay attention to those highs and those lows. It's like you're really riding the highs, and then when you're going low, really sitting in that low for a prolonged period of time, instead of just voicing, talking about, opening yourself up to the experience and having a full understanding of where you're coming from, as well as whoever this other person may be in your life, or the situation as well. So let's get some clarification on these guys. The Chariot, forward movement. That Chariot's come out for a lot of you. The Hierophant again, and the Sun. You're going to have to let go of your perception of, I'm going to say what your piece is, because here's the 10 of Wands. It feels heavy, it feels hard, as I was getting ready to say that. You're making things harder on yourself than they need to be at this time. That forward movement with the Hierophant is moving into finding a higher, what's the word I want to use here? Spirit is saying a higher acknowledgement of where you're going. That sun and that star, like that's the sun, the stars, you know, everything but the moon here. But it's opening you up. Like you want to move into things that feel good, but it's you're self-restricting. It's time to let go of the bubble and the shell that you've created for yourself. Because it's like I feel like your emotions are very much at play, that everything just feels a lot harder than it needs to be. And I don't think it's quite as hard and as difficult as you're thinking that it is at this time. But you are. Spirit is propelling you forward to have this higher understanding of this Hierophant energy, you know, higher spiritual calling. It can be court systems, it can be legal things, it can be lots of, you know, with the Hierophant, it can be various things. Let me get one more card. I'm going to get one card on this is Hierophant about in this. Like you have a key, you have knowledge within you that supports this. What I say about help working with others, there's the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Not saying, and the 2 of Swords underneath, in the reverse. Not saying that you step away from what you need, because obviously it's paying attention to what you need as well. But I feel like when you're getting caught up in this energy, where you have the higher or instinctive and intuitive knowledge that you need to move forward. It's like you may be giving too much, or you may be not be giving enough. So you know where it fits in your life. I feel like, again, you're only seeing something in one, like it's a one directional kind of energy, and you need to open yourself up to something more than that. It really is going to take some compromise and learning how to see things from another perspective that is going to open you up to the sun and the star. But you can't, it's, again, doing it the same way all the time. So there's something when it comes to your emotional energy that is really calling for you to make a change that is going to lead you to a higher fulfillment. But I feel like what it's going to do also is lead you into a space that is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you in due time. Because it's like you're not seeing what you bring to the table, or maybe someone in your life is not seeing what they bring to the table, and that's causing a lot of ruckus and confusion between the two of you at this time as well. It's finding that emotional balance. So moving forward, it's like it clears up this emotional muddledness, if that's even a thing, but that's what I'm going with. Because you want to work well with whoever this is, and I'm going to stick with whoever, not so much a situation, but whoever this is, you want to work well with them. It's like, I don't want to do this on my own. I want to enjoy this with you somehow. But when you have this higher understanding through the Hierophant, that spiritual energy of how your emotions tend to sabotage, or you tend to shut them down, working through why you do that is going to open you up to more possibility in the future, okay? What is this Four of Cups, please, Spirit, for the future energy? The Nine of Swords. I told you that mental energy, the Death card again. Scorpio, Taurus. I'm going to really repeat these ones. Scorpio and Taurus may be some very key players in your energy right now, or you may have those in your chart, but I feel like that may be who you're dealing with at this time, okay? But you've also got Cancer on the board. You've got Leo. So, but Taurus and Scorpio stand out very, very prominently. Anyways, oh, and Aquarius. I'm sorry, I missed the star. Aquarius energy. I talked about that mental energy, that Four of Cups, that emotional confusion. It's getting up in your head. That Nine of Swords is always getting up in our head, worrying, stressing, over analyzing situations. And if you want to move into this more fair, balanced space, we got the Justice card too, and the Tower behind the Death card there. Capricorn energy and Libra energy. When I say to you that this awakening that you're having when it comes to the emotional space, it may feel like a Tower moment to you. But understand that towers, as much as we see them, they're not always bad energy. They are energy that's meant to come up, clear out something. And I feel like it's emotional confusion for you, Pisces. And I think it really pertains to how you view yourself. And then when you interact with other people, maybe the way you go back and you review how you interacted, or maybe somebody said something and you took it the wrong way, it sends you into this headspace of what's going on in here, and then you're getting caught up in your emotions, and then that's where you're shutting down at. So be aware that this Tower that's coming in to clear this up, like, your emotions may feel extremely heavy and confusing, overwhelming right now. It's not a bad thing, right? It's gonna create a much more balanced approach in how you interact and express the emotions, or how you're expressing your emotions to yourself, that you have a deeper resonance with why those things are occurring for you. So it's almost like it's coming in to heal some past wounds, or to help you understand how not to repeat this emotional confusion in the future, because you've got that Six of Wands and the Hierophant again. Son of Cups, Nine of Cups there, so I left them laying on the table. What is the Six of Wands for Pisces, for Spirit? That Six of Wands, the star, heavy Aquarius energy again as well. And let's not forget that Pluto moved into Aquarius on the 23rd of March. I think it was, it was 23rd. Pluto is really having a great time, I'm going to call it. ruling all the other things that are going on. And this is part of this for you, I believe, that Two of Wands, because it's going to be about you taking a different direction, a different approach, deciding which way you want to go. But the Six of Wands with the star energy, you are headed towards everything that's good. It's spiritual, it's opening, it's Spirit is saying, reminding you. I feel like when I say reminding you, for some of you, this may be a prior time of your life where you had this victory and success and it felt really good, and somehow you may have just gotten off a track. For others of you, this is recognizing what does make you feel good, what lights you up, and where it is you want to head. And you can head into victory and success, but you also have to be very confident in the direction that you're going as well. Like, if that's what you want and this is the way you see your life, it's time to step into that confident energy. And when you're sitting in this emotional muck, it's really hard to do that. You can't see clearly, you can't think clearly, you're not aware. But I do believe that the majority of you out there are aware what this feeling is, but it's like with Pluto and Aquarius, it's revolutionary change. It's changing you when it comes to your emotions as a water sign, Pisces. It's opening you up to try something different, take a new approach, doing it in a different way that is going to lead to happiness for you in the long run, that's going to open you up to your desires and your dreams. I still feel like even when you start to clear up the emotional stuff, you're like, okay, but how do I, like, you are aware of it, but then not knowing how to do it. What is this here? Pisces, please. Nine of Cups came back out. Two of Swords in the reverse position. And I just said, trying to figure out how to do it right. It's elevation. I'm going to tell you, every step that you take, and what's catching my eye with this Hierophant card is he's sitting at the base of the stairs. If I can pick it up. He's sitting at the base of the stairs. He can work his way up those. Right now, he's just sitting. To me, it's time to get up off your butt and get moving towards a higher purpose. And it's like, if you get up every single morning and you start meditating, and I think that would be very important for you all, as with that third eye coming out in the meditation, that you are being in a place of stillness to allow the divine messages to come through to you, right? So with that, every little thing that you do every single day that becomes a practice or ritual, however you want to describe it, a new healthy habit, is going to be the thing that elevates you moving into, moving into this Nine of Cups. Like, it's like you're kind of caught in this space of limbo, but also this space of already knowing almost everything I'm saying to you. So you just need to step into the spotlight to do it. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. So if this is love, if this is a love, relationships, situationships, whatever they call them these days, if this is job, if this is just a creative endeavor, whatever it is for you in particular, that you're willing to put yourself out there. You know, if you're back in the shadows hiding because you feel like you've said something wrong, done something wrong, or maybe you did. But even if you have, you learn a lesson attached to that as to why or what you can do to not dull yourself down, but maybe be a little more diplomatic in your approach to things, and thinking about how the other side is feeling as when you express certain things or do certain things. So it's really a lot about being empathetic to yourself and being empathetic to the people and situations around you as well, okay? All right, Pisces, let's get you guys some advice and let's wrap this up. All right, Spirit advice for Pisces for April 2023. Wish upon a star. That's the third time. That is the third time the star. 3 separate decks, and it's come out. I'm telling you, ground yourself. Put yourself out there. Believe in your own magic. Believe in what it is that you're capable of. Don't go back and hide and retreat. I don't get too much with money sometimes, but Spirit is saying the abundance is going to flow in, and I feel like for some of you, I'm going to say a handful of you, it's going to pertain to your money. You'll be successful at whatever you do. but you're going to have to balance those emotions through that. I say it might be, you know, looking back at the past, healing something. There it is, healing the heart. And I feel like for others of you, the abundance is going to come through the heart space, the heart chakra. It's going to open you up again. It's changing the structure of what lays within the heart space of any old wounds. It's like, it's really like, I see them like stitching it up. Like it's starting to heal. Let's close, like, don't close off that wound unless you've done the healing work. But I also feel like it's being stitched up because you're addressing what's in there. So now it's okay. We can let the surface space heal finally, right? Like it's like getting stitches. All right, advice for Pisces, please, Spirit, one more. That earth magic came out again. It's a new beginning for you when you step into this energy. It is what it is. Let the past be what the past is for you. Close the door. Do not reopen it. Once you do this healing work, be done with it. But I'm also going to say to you, do not sweep it under the rug. If you've not done the healing work, you're going to have to do the healing work so that you can shut the door on the past. Uncharted sea and the earth magic, balancing again those emotions. So being in a space of that water energy, that's just fine, Pisces, but also grounding yourself out and, you know, letting yourself feel, dance, create. It's a new beginning, a 10 and a 1. You know, I just think that's funny. If you break all of these down together, they become 11-11. So there you go, 11-11. You may be seeing 11-11 right now. But this does, it really does pertain to the past. You may be looking back on some situations, maybe a particular situation, and they're saying too in the month of February may have triggered something. So moving forward, whatever this interaction was from the time of February moving forward may have triggered the need to create some healing within your heart space in regards to how you communicate and work with other people. That has brought you to this space where you tend to come in with a fiery sort of energy, even though you're a water sign. You know, it's just this massive drive because it feels good, and then it's almost an overreaction that brings you to almost a complete halt, and that's where you're sitting in these lower emotional energies with that 9 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Just let yourself feel the moment and not let your emotions override and take over every single thing that you're doing. And yes, this is going to be completely new. That tower, to me, the uncharted sea is like the tower in a sense, because you're stepping into something that is, Spirit is saying, groundbreaking. We've got that earth magic. We've got that ground right there, right? It's groundbreaking. It's opening you up. It's clearing out the sky. It's starting something new. It's learning to do things a different way. It's mastering the emotions as well and picking a new direction to set sail into. So very much emotional energy for you guys and how to temper that down and ride it when you need to ride it and not go hardcore into the highs and lows of everything that's going on around you. All right. Pisces, if you found this reading resonates for you, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Again, this is not a one-on-one reading. Some parts may resonate, some parts may not. If you find that you want to dive deeper into your personal situations, again, that information is found in the description box below and the about section of the page. Pisces, I wish you a fantastic month of April. Hope to get some more videos out here in the very near future for each and every single one of you. Take care of yourselves, and I'm sending you all the love. Bye-bye.